Persona 4 Arena.
Hey YouTube, what's up? It's TheBrickhouse
and SwiggyRamirez.
and today we're doing This Is for Persona 4 Arena.
Persona is a fantastic series, and you guys haven't heard of it. It's normally a series of JRPGs, all very in-depth, very long stories, interesting gameplay, but they decided to make a fighter out of the Persona 4 characters because they were so popular.
I'm not really a big fan of fighters, but you know, Persona 4 being one of my favorites too, Swiggy actually introduced this to me. I was drawn to it because it had all the personas, it had all the characters, and it had a continuation of the plot from Persona 4, so I was like, why not give it a try? And then I heard that the Ultimate Suplex Hold is coming out this fall, so...
That's what we heard.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
Localization can be a pain.
Hopefully the localization will take place soon, but...
If you can't tell, it's Japanese.
Thank you. Mr. points out the obvious a lot. Now... let's get right into this.
Alright, so there are all the modes that you would expect from any fighter. There's a story mode, there's arcade, score attack, training. There is a very slow online mode, which I would not recommend you try. It's mainly inhabited by the Japanese players, so connection's gonna be crap.
And that's not the problem. Japanese people are fine.
But yeah, that's nothing to do with them. It's the fact that they're so far away.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. But enough about the Japanese people. Now let's get into the plot. The story takes place 2 months after the ending of Persona 4. The gang's all back together in Inaba, and they enter the TV in order to figure out why the Midnight Channel has returned to broadcast, as well as why this silver-haired girl calling herself the Student Council President has entered the TV world.
Again, very Japanese.
Yes.
So on top of trying to find all this out, they're being forced to fight each other, and they have absolutely no way to stop this from happening. It's a lot of content. It's about 30 hours from 12 different perspectives, but if you were to skip all the text just because you're not interested in the story for whatever reason, it's only going to be like 5 or 6. There's really no point.
It really takes away from the Persona experience. Persona's all about having really long story, trying to solve a mystery.
In-depth characters.
In-depth characters, and awesome battling. But if you really just don't want to have anything to do with that, you can go over to the arcade mode, which is a mode where you basically are doing the normal story.
It's too long, didn't read version.
Basically, it'll give you a brief summary of everything you go through. The battling style is still the same as the rest of the game, and you'll fight around 9 battles just like you do in the story mode.
Now that we talked about the major modes, let's talk about the gameplay a bit. Gameplay, of course, each person has their own fighting style, but on top of that, they each control a persona, another self. The persona is usually the key part of the RPGs. They are the ones that cast all the spells and such, and they do that here too. It's really interesting. You'll be swinging your sword or punching people, and then your persona will come out of nowhere and do this crazy attack and land on them. It can lead to some very interesting combos. It's really deadly if you can get it right. So there's a lot of room for you to become an expert player and just have those really crazy combos that everyone wishes you could have.
It's almost like you're fighting with 2 people at once. The ability to summon that second character who constantly fights with you. I mean, it's kind of like when you're choosing 2 characters to fight with one another. In another
like in a Street Fighter or something like that.
Yeah, like in a Street Fighter. Only it's not 2 characters. It's just 1 character and his special inner self. But gameplay aside, as I'm being beaten to shreds by Yosuke in the score attack mode, let's talk about achievements. The first one's going to be called Amazing Sensei, which is win an online match.
Remember when I told you to avoid the network mode? This is in case you decide to try it out. It'll probably take you some time, but 20 gamer score, it's nothing to shake a stick at.
I would shake your hand if you did that, because I couldn't do it. Next we're going to do Combo Master. In the challenge mode, there are at least 390 challenges you can complete. Complete 300 of those challenges and you get 40 gamer score, and that's pretty tough, completing specific challenges.
And if you can get the other 90, you'll get another 80 gamer score.
The final achievement we're going to talk about is the end of everything. A really serious sounding achievement, but it's really not that serious. I mean, it's just everyone's story being told, and that means you complete all of the stories 100%. You can see mine was only 98% completed, but actually that's all the time we have for right now, so gonna leave. Brickhouse out.
Swiggy out. Check out this game!